Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've not done already, please click the subscribe button and follow me across all my social media platforms. The links are in the description box below. Add me on Twitter, add me on Instagram, you know the drill. Everything's down below, okay? So you guys can, well, not actually down below because, yeah, I've got trousers on still. But you guys get the gist, okay? Boom. Also as well, guys, the Fighting Talk show. Episode 10, we're going live tomorrow at 9 PM UK time. So live tomorrow, this is the 10th of November, tomorrow at 9 PM. See you guys in a bit. We'll be talking about Canelo Alvarez, we'll be talking about Fraser Clark signed into 258 management, Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. We'll be chatting about, what else we'll be chatting about? There's quite a few other things I'm completely missing out, but anyway, I just posted all across my social media accounts so you guys can check it out. It's live tomorrow at 9 PM off the Camera Sports YouTube channel, okay? Anyway, we got the Terence Crawford versus Shawn Porter closer look. Now I'm going to be looking at this fight a bit more closer myself on the channel next week, so not this week's The Fighting Talk show, next week's one, which is, we'll give you the time. I think it's going to be next Wednesday at 9 PM, same time as this Wednesday, 9 PM live, and I'll be talking about Terence Crawford versus Porter and giving it a closer look, because yeah man, like, it is a good fight. It's a big fight, you know, and I've got high hopes for this fight, you know, what it's going to entail. Terence Crawford is my guy. Saucy fighter, bro, saucy fighter, yeah, sniper. You see the little crack and he goes for it, and he actually does. His accuracy is skill level accuracy, we're talking on point levels, okay? Anyway, Terence Crawford, a closer look versus Shawn Porter. Let's get cracking.
Everybody say, oh well, why you throwing fire with fire when you can just outbox him? Because I love it.
Fight fans, welcome back. The welterweight division is heating up.
We heating up now, baby.
He's there. The future has arrived at 147 pounds.
The chess pieces are moving, and some of boxing's biggest names are being pushed ever closer together. Two stars meet at the crossroads in a make or break affair. And now, an epic 147-pound clash. A three-weight world champion who's already marked his name in the history books as an undisputed ruler, against a pugnacious former two-time world champion who avoids no challenge set in front of him.
What time is it? Showtime. What time is it?
Showtime!
In this latest episode of our Closer Look series, we present Terence Crawford.
Let's see how he goes about it.
Versus Shawn Porter.
Here's where Porter wants to be, right here.
Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
Best in the world.
I'm taking them how they come, and I'm knocking them off.
This fight will present a relatively new experience for Crawford, who, for the first time in years, enters the ring with an element of danger attached. Bud has had the chance to solidify his status at the weight and in the pound-for-pound rankings.
A lot of people is comparing how he pushed around Pacquiao. But that's not me. I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I'm in my prime.
Crawford's numbers are impressive, and his aggressive style and tactical adaptability pass the eye test.
It's like, I just couldn't get on him, and
Left hand, uppercut, sends him back.
his skills in boxing were very good.
However, he is at the stage of his career where the biggest names can no longer evade his slate.
The truth.
The man trained by Brian McIntyre
If it's a knockout there, we gonna go get it.
Saying he's better than Canelo?
He already better than Canelo.
and promoted by Top Rank desperately needs more polish to a resume that has seen him pick up world titles across 3 weight classes and unify all 4 straps in a single division. Victory over Porter will relight the spark, adding heft to the verification process. It's been several years since Crawford beat the likes of Postol and Gamboa.
The first championship boxing fight here in Omaha in 42 years.
And look, and just measure the caliber of fighters you fought versus the caliber of fighters I fought.
Very fast mover, Yuri Orcus Gamboa. Touched his glove to the canvas. That's a knockdown for Gamboa.
And then you can talk.
You ain't fought me yet.
But it was a little tough for him making 135.
He's a lightweight champion with a lot of skill.
You got hurt by Gamboa. You got hurt by Gamboa. Yeah.
Crawford looks a little off balance right now.
But then what? We see after that. It don't matter.
Defeating Porter would offer fans the chance to assess Crawford and Errol Spence's respective performances against a common adversary. It would also intensify the calls for a winner-takes-all clash with his Texan rival.
I'm gonna make you do the stanky leg. What you want to bet on that? What you want to bet on? You can bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million.
I'm gassed. Listen, I'm gassed.
In boxing, as in life, success is achieved with hunger and resolve. Shawn Porter is the embodiment of these qualities. Nobody has ever comprehensively beaten the Ohio man. Every loss has been closely contested, and after each setback, he has dusted himself off and come again.
The one guy who would cross the street to fight him
Look, there's a lot of streets in boxing right now.
Like I said, he's on the wrong side of the street.
is Showtime Shawn Porter, and that's not a surprise. Shawn Porter is all fighter.
I find it weird how a fighter says that you're on the wrong side of the street if you're talking about promotional sort of like promoters and stuff like that, because really and truly you're there to fight, bro. Like you're not really there to be pally with the promoters. You're actually there to fight. So I find it quite odd to say you're on the wrong side of the street if you're talking about promotional company and you are a fighter. The promotional company is there so that you can fight, not the other way around. You're not ripping the promoters company, they're ripping you. Maybe it's just me. Let's crack on.
This willingness to engage with the top names available has led to another opportunity against one of the world's premier operators. Terence Crawford will quickly against one of the...
Listen. Listen. My man, I forgot his name. But my man, yo, he's excited. Listen, he's grinning teeth. You know this done? Hey, man's grinning teeth, smiling. Hey, let's just check this guy out again. Hold on.
Engage with the top names available has led to another opportunity against one of the world's premier operators. Terence Crawford will quickly discover that Porter does not duck and dive away from big occasions. He brings the heat.
He plans to make you very uncomfortable. He plans to break you.
Shawn's style is to be aggressive, to get in close, and to work you over.
Anyone he faces will at some point be dragged into the trenches and forced to earn their corn to beat him. In 2014, Kell Brook entered the Lion's Den to literally wrestle away Porter's world title by majority decision.
Shawn Porter is the IBF welterweight champion of the world. Kell Brook is the #1 challenger.
I'm ready mentally, physically. I'm in the best place in my life.
It's showtime. What time is it?
Showtime. soon as I saw Kell Brook, I was thinking, nah, don't show me the Terence Crawford clips again, bro. I didn't want to see it. But this one, yeah, let's go.
You know, I did what I needed to do, you know, and I scraped the win out, and I'm the champ, baby.
Keith Thurman and Errol Spence Jr. have bettered him over the distance.
Keith, one time! He is hurt. A left hand and Charlie steps in. The fight is over. Keith, one-time Thurman.
And here I am, about to compete with somebody I grew up with.
Shawn Porter was in training camp with me when I was scheduled to fight Marcus Maidana on my HBO come-out fight.
Blood, sweat, and tears. That takes a special kind of person. Shawn's that kind of person.
She gets tagged with a couple of left hands holding on.
And I'm that kind of person.
Anybody in the world of boxing can get some of Keith one-time Thurman. I out-highlighted you, son.
You out-highlighted me?
Just by a smidbit.
Well, Shawn Porter. Type of attack, but on his back foot. Nice shot to the butt. Good work to the body. Porter's knees have buckled.
And still, you know, he's been talking a lot. His dad been talking a lot, and I want to knock him out.
These punches are starting to stray a little low, but let me tell you, this is an incredible action fight right
now. But like I said, I'm a Earl Smith Jr., I'm the truth.
1 minute remaining and
Errol Spence!
You may have not walked out the winner of this fight, but you definitely shocked the world.
But Porter's relentless style was too much for top opposition like Danny Garcia.
I'm stronger than him. I got bigger punching power than him.
Devin Alexander.
Shawn Porter stepped up to the plate, and now I gotta take care of him.
And Adrian Broner.
And I'm fighting his dad. The check come in his dad's name, and then he pays Shawn. While Shawn, he's either catching an Uber or...
Showtime! Shawn Porter! Showtime!
Hey, look at this referee. Hey, look at this referee, yeah? He looks shocked. He's like, what the hell?
Time! Shawn!
Incredible super.
That referee, I swear to God, yeah. I like his, what's it called? His facial expressions.
Along with father and trainer Kenny Porter.
You can't do what you want to do. Do what I said.
The blueprint will be in place to force an upset by dethroning Crawford. Undefeated in 37 outings, Crawford has ruthlessly slayed 28 victims early. Slightly taller than Porter, Crawford will enjoy a sizable 4.5-inch reach advantage. Those long levers have served Terence well in the past. Equally as proficient in either the orthodox or southpaw stance, Crawford's rangy jab sets up the power shots. At the same age and with well over 200 professional rounds under their belts, both men are now experienced campaigners, Porter has tasted defeat 3 times in his 35 outings, although he has never been soundly surpassed. An early career draw further exemplifies that his style can be worked out. Shawn has a considerably lower KO percentage than his foe. 2017 victim Felix Diaz brought a cut-price, southpaw version of the Porter style to the table, trying to rough Crawford up on the inside. But Porter is taller and thicker than Diaz, and more technically refined. Crawford threw caution to the wind against Latvian banger Kavajaskis by engaging with his unbeaten challenger and almost paid the price with a knockdown. Crawford would be wise to avoid a brawl and instead use his boxing smarts to outwit Porter in the pocket. If Crawford can find his rhythm and flow, then superior timing could become key. Porter boasts immense heart and has never been stopped, but there is a first time for everything. Halting this freight train would be a powerful statement for the champion. Crawford picks his shots, chooses his moments to land the big bombs. Porter's relentless unpredictability will make this more difficult. Neither man is averse to roughing it up. Brook took advantage of Porter's lunging assaults. Spence dropped him with a thudding left. Each fighter ticks the box in the chin department and will look to step up on the front foot and let their hands go. Both possess versatility and the ability to mix things up when required. A stoppage either way would present a strong statement.
Mentally, emotionally, I'm 100% going to knock this dude out. No, I'm not playing nice.
As Crawford finally faces a legitimate...
Listen, I love that podcast. The Porter Way is a great podcast, guys. Check it out. The Porter Way podcast. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like, I think they talk about just general boxing on a week basis. You guys, if you check it out, thank me later and tell them I sent you.
Welterweight threat. Away from the ring, these two are friends, but there will be no quarter given on fight night. A win for Porter would seriously enhance his credentials, making a 100%. Monumental pronouncement and justifying his insistence on mingling with the best accessible competition. Across 13 years as a pro, he has repeatedly displayed his worth. As generational rival Errol Spence Jr. sits injured on the sidelines, Omaha's Terence Crawford has a golden opportunity to evidence his status as the world's #1 welterweight and reignite his wider standing in the sport. Victory over Porter will help cement the claim that he is truly the man to beat. Good. Now we can fight as warriors, hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat.
Bruv, listen, I'm excited for this. I'm gassed for this, yeah. Also, as well, guys, yeah. Like, do you know what it is? I at first I thought, Terence is gonna sort of walk him down. It's going to be a more prolific performance than Errol did against Shawn Porter. But then I started thinking, I said, you know what? Shawn Porter's not going to give up easily. He's not going down without a fight. And next week, Shawn, 9 p.m. The Fighting Talk Show, Wednesday, 9 p.m. next week, and this week, but next week is going to be bigger as well. I'm going to be talking about this in greater detail and just breaking it down. And, we can talk about it in fight that we can leave no stone unturned in the preview, okay? And I'll give my sort of thoughts and predictions ahead of time. But anyway, also, guys, Travis, one of the great defeaters, Travis Dre. If you're in London, he's got I was about to say concert, but he's got a show this Friday evening, like 7:30 Friday evening. If you guys can come down to help him out, that would be amazing. I'm going to leave a link for the tickets in the description box below, so you guys can check it out, attend. I'm going to be there, so yeah, if you guys want to attend, is the fight. What not the fight? Say the fighting talk show. Chad vs Jay at Bloomsbury Theatre in London, 7:30 this Friday, the 12th of November. I think Friday is the 12th of November. Today is the 9th, and it's on a Tuesday. 12th of November. That is correct. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace, love, prosperity. I will catch you guys in a bit. Peace.